The Hopkinsville Goblins. It was a hot August evening in 1955. Billy Ray Taylor and his wife June decided to visit some friends at the Sutton family farmhouse in Christian County, Kentucky. Among those at the gathering were Billy's good friend, Elmer Lucky Sutton, his mother and brother, several other relatives, along with a handful of children. A total of 12 people were present in the home that night. Around 7 p.m., Billy Ray went to fetch some water from the well. While filling the bucket, he saw a glowing object light up the sky and then crash into the woods not far in the distance. He began shouting to the others, and Lucky came running to see what was going on. What he saw was a silver glowing goblin about 3 feet tall with long ears and claws like talons fast approaching. The two men were terrified and retreated inside to fetch the guns and alert the others. But when they told them what they saw, nobody believed them and thought it was some sort of sick joke. That was until around 7:30 p.m. weird scratching noises began outside, and Lucky's mother saw a creature with glowing yellow eyes tapping at the window. She immediately grabbed a rifle and shot the little goblin at point-blank range. The window shattered, but the creature seemed unharmed and began floating through the air. Lucky, along with Billy, headed to the porch where they saw several of the beings surrounding the home. As Billy stepped out, a claw came down and swiped at his head. He turned and shot the goblin, and it rolled off the roof and disappeared. The men began firing at the fast-approaching creatures and heard metallic sounds like their skins were made of metal. Realizing their bullets were useless, they scurried back inside. The battle raged on until around 11 p.m. when they managed to escape in their vehicles. Around 11:30, the group arrived at the Hopkinsville police station begging for help, claiming they'd been attacked by mysterious creatures. The police thought there had maybe been a neighborly dispute and sent out around 20 officers to investigate. Upon arrival, they noticed the door had holes in it, the screen was torn, windows were shattered, and the place was littered with bullets and shell casings. There were lots of signs that a gunfight had taken place, but there was no sign of the unknown creatures. Police began to wonder if drugs or alcohol were involved, but following the search of the premises, nor drugs or alcohol were found. Around 2:15 a.m., police were clearing out, and the Taylors decided to head home. Thinking their nightmare was over, the Sutton family headed to bed. Around 3:30 a.m., they awoke to the weird noises again and saw glowing yellow eyes outside the window. The goblins had returned to torment them for the remainder of the night. Police returned in the morning and again found no signs of the silver-skinned critters. By that afternoon, reporters and curious locals had descended on the farm to catch a glimpse of what the news called the Little Green Men. Within 10 days of the occurrence, both the Taylor and Sutton families had packed up and left Christian County. Their stories about what had occurred that night always remained the same. Over the years, there's been lots of speculation about what actually took place that night. Most believe that Billy saw a meteor and that the creatures were great horned owls. They do share a slight resemblance to the description given to the police of the little green goblins. Whether it was yellow-eyed owls or little Martian men, we may never know, but what happened that night remains a mystery to this day. I'm the Rogue Baron. Thanks for watching.